Hello and welcome to this video, and we're playing Hugoxem, and it's been about 10 days or so since I last played a game of chess. I had a holiday, so I'll be a little bit rusty most likely. Let's just keep that bishop with h6, and I want to play g5 here. I'm not sure. Let's just go with c6. That allows the queen to develop on a5, and then potentially we can play something like e6 and bishop e7. Okay, so maybe g4, maybe b4 from white. So now let's just challenge that bishop on h4. Okay, I think we can just take that off now, because I think if knight takes h4, I mean this knight really doesn't go anywhere other than just back to f3 anyway, unless I'm missing something. So I think that knight's going to end up going back there. So probably just castles now. Maybe knight b d7 for a quick c5 is also nice. Yeah, let's go with that. We can actually look to play e5 with the threat of e4, and then if de we get knight e4 hitting the bishop. That looks pretty nice actually. Let's go with that, I think. Trying to aim for a sort of quick development. The downside of this move is that it gives up the f5 square. Okay, so he's going for that now, but can we actually now play e4 anyway? Because if knight takes g7 with check king, so this is what we need to calculate. We want to play e4 here with a tempo, but if knight takes g7 check and king here, is this on? Is this a double attack? What could we play as white to cover that? I mean, the knight could come back, but then we would take the bishop. I think that's on. I'm going to go with that now. So knight g7. And if not knight g7, if bishop e2, then we can just castle. And I don't think it's that easy for white to generate attack. So this is the crucial line now. I'm expecting bishop e2, because I don't think this sacrifice works after king f8. But I may be wrong. I mean, even if knight takes g7. I mean, I assume this is what he's calculating. Obviously, he doesn't think this works either. So let's just go ahead with castles now. Actually, knight e7 is possible, and they're picking up the bishop on c8. So that's somewhat annoying. That's somewhat annoying now. Maybe just a quick f3 as well from white is also fine. So I'm not sure about this position. I don't know if this is that great here for black, actually, thinking about it. We would probably like to play rook e8 to stop knight e7, and then maybe knight f8 to attack the knight on f5. Okay, so now we can play knight takes g5, queen takes g5. This is interesting. Knight takes g5, queen takes g5. That threatens mate. Knight f6 runs into mate, so this is interesting now. What about just simply ignoring that for the moment? And playing rook e8, continuing with our plan to try and play knight f8. There's definitely some attack here. Oh, he's just gone in for this immediately, hitting the rook. Okay, so knight b6 is possible. Rook e6 is possible, hitting the knight. Yeah, this looks okay to me. Oh, I'm missing that this is just on. I don't know what going mad there, so just completely missed that. Yep, okay, so that's not gone. We just lost the exchange there. So queen c7 and rook takes. So don't think we've got much here. I guess we try and play e5 with knight takes e5. Try and get some play. We're down the exchange, but okay, so let's just go ahead with this now. We need to open up, I think. Okay. Well, we don't really want to exchange more pieces actually, so I think we're going to play d takes, and then if d takes e5, we have knight takes e5 or queen takes e5. Don't think we have anywhere near enough for the piece here. Just a little moment of chess blindness there. Okay. So okay, let's take this off now and see what black takes back with. Okay, so he takes back now, so that means we can play e3 here now. Now is that going to work? e3. I think that may be our best chance here. Let's just play that on principle now. If rook e2, we can defend this. We've also got knight g4 here with a double, a hit on h2. Let's try that now, because that's kind of nice now, because we're hitting h2 here, so that kind of looks like it might force g4. If that forces g4, then that's a little something for us. Then we might be looking at knight f2 potentially. So, okay. So, and something maybe like something like rook f8 here. Let's try rook f8 here. I mean, white could give back the exchange, that's definitely possible. Also could try and play that. Okay, that looks like a good move. Okay. Can we just play knight here? Attack the knight. I think we'll try that. And then either knight, well, we would want to play rook f6. If knight takes f6, rook f6, because otherwise we lose the pawn there. And if queen d3, then we'll look maybe. I mean, maybe we'll play knight d5, then c4. Okay, so I think we want to play this in order to maintain. Okay, very quickly played there. So, what about this move now? Rook f2 here. What does this threaten? This threatens h2. Or does it? Does it really? Maybe queen here? Is this... Queen f2 may be possible now. Let's try queen f2. We're threatening rook f2. We've got 53 seconds left, so definitely want to speed up a bit. If queen e1, rook f2, rook takes... You can take with check, I think. Can't play rook f1. Okay, but now rook here. Let's put this in now. We're threatening h2. So rook takes c3 wouldn't be great because then rook takes queen. So what we're hoping for is... I mean, we're also threatening the queen's coming in now. So what do we want to take this with? We want to take this with a knight. The pawn. Let's take it with the pawn, and then we've got queen f3. If king h1, we've got queen f3 check. King g2, we've got knight. Now we win the queen here. So can we just get another queen here? Is that going to work too? Let's hack this off first. And then we've got knight e3 again. Maybe throw in, okay. And now we're going to queen this now. So I think we might just get this one away. Okay. We're threatening mate on this square, so we've got to play h3 now. And then, is that checkmate here? I think that's checkmate with knight g2. So if h3 to stop the checkmate here, then knight g2 is checkmate. Alright, good. So I'll pause the game at this position. I think black should probably be fine around here. We've got this idea of playing for e5 or c5, and I think I played e5 thinking of them pushing on, but I think c5 may be better because that doesn't give away the f5 square. This became quite annoying letting this knight in here. So this e5 looks like a mistake here, because even though we can push on for e4, white's still got play, and so I don't like that line. I mean, maybe we'll just go castles here. Also, we could play c5 or even, yeah, something like that looks fine. Or maybe just castles and then c5, just keeping it solid. So the next crucial position is this. White's played this move. I mean, my first thought was just to take this, but I think this is annoying. If we take this, this is difficult to cover the mate. So maybe we can't take the g4. My line was definitely not good though. I played rook e8 and then, you know, got into trouble with the knight here. So, I mean, I think this isn't something we need to protect against. Maybe it's just time to bring the queen back to c7. What else could we do? We could play knight b6. That doesn't look quite right there. Knight b6, you know, can always run into knight e7. And I think maybe just queen c7, queen d8 probably is good here. I mean, I don't think my move I played loses. Even after this, we can still, you know, play rook e7, and white's probably better, but I mean, I'm not sure it's anything that concrete. After all, once the knight comes here for rook e7, then we probably are threatening knight takes g4 and then knight f6 to pick up the bishop pair. So I don't think this is anything too great. But yeah, I mean, my move play just blunders the exchange here, so not too great. And then obviously white went wrong later in the game, but this is where black went wrong anyway. Okay, thanks for watching.